Hello children, welcome to I Love Science. Today we are going to teach you how to make different types of spinners. Spinners are a lot of fun for children to play with, but do you know that they have a lot of science hidden behind them? Like converting the wind energy into rotation so that we can generate electricity. Concepts like Newton's laws of motion, centrifugal force, angular momentum, gyroscopic effect, and many more concepts are used in making spinners of different types. So let's start. This is going to be a lot of fun and good information about science concept. When we say spinners, the first thing which comes to anybody's mind is the kind of spinner or jerky that we have played with in the childhood. So let's make a few jerkies to start with. We have taken four circles of colored paper, approximately 2 inches in diameter, one small piece of cardboard about 1 inch, one wooden stick, and one piece of straw. So we will fold all these circles into halves. Now we will put these petals on this piece of cardboard so that only half of it is stuck on this, and make sure that all of them are in the same direction, so that either all of them should be clockwise or all of them should be anti-clockwise. We will make a small hole at the bottom and put a wooden stick in this and make sure that it is tightly fit. So this is our spinner now with the wooden stick at the bottom. And now to make sure that it spins freely, we will just put a piece of straw in this wooden stick so that when the wind blows on this, we don't have to hold it from the wooden stick, we will hold it from the straw. Now if I just blow air on this, and if I switch on the fan, you can see this spinner will keep spinning beautifully. This is another variation of that spinner where instead of making circles as petals, we have taken heart-shaped petals, and this also spins equally beautifully if we just keep it below the fan. Okay? If there is no wind or there is no fan, you can just hold it like this and then run in the air, and then you will see that it will start spinning. Another variation of the wind spinner is this blow spinner. So for this we have taken a circle of a card paper approximately 2 inches in radius or 4 inches in diameter, and then divided that into 8 equal parts. Now we will make these cuts up to only half the radius, and now each of these petals that we have cut, we will fold them in the same direction like this. So we have made a fold in all these petals in the same either clockwise or anti-clockwise direction. And now put a thumb pin at the bottom. We will make a hole in the center and put this thumb pin from the bottom so that this circular parts provide a easy way to spin it. Now if we just keep this spinner on table and then blow it on top, so you will see that it starts spinning. So it is the same concept like a wind spinner. The only difference is that it is kept on the table and then we have to blow from the top. In both these spinners, this wind spinner as well as the blow spinner, they are spinning by converting the wind energy into rotational energy. And this concept is used in windmills where we convert the energy of the wind into rotational energy, and that is used to generate electricity. Our next spinner is a snake spinner. This is a different design variation of the wind spinner. Here we have cut a spiral from a card paper in such a manner like if it's a snake in the spiral form. And then at the center, we have made a little dimple at the center of this card paper so that we can hang it from this wooden stick. Now, if we just make it stand on the wooden stick and now switch on the fan, let's see what happens. Our next spinner is the most simple to make. We just need a balloon, a straw, which is a bendy straw like this, and then we put the straw inside the balloon and then close it with the rubber band. Now if we inflate the balloon and leave it in the floor, then let's see what happens. This balloon spinner works on the Newton's laws of motion, whereas as per the third law of motion, when the air comes out in this direction from the straw, there is an equal and opposite force in the opposite direction, and because of that force, balloon starts rotating. Our next spinner is called a Sudarshan Chakra. So for this, we are using one long wooden stick and one small wooden toothpick, and we will tie them at an angle like this with a thread. Now on the long end of the stick, we will just put a rubber ball. Now let's see this Sudarshan Chakra. If I just hang it in my finger and then starts rotating it, then I am able to use it like a Sudarshan Chakra. Now this little spinner works on the concept of centrifugal force, where because of the rotational motion, the heavy rubber ball feels a force as if it is being pushed towards the outer edge of the circle, and then it just stays there. If you don't have the rubber ball like this, you can also use a simple eraser, and that will also work. Our next spinner is a straw spinner. For this, we are taking about 9 to 10 centimeters of a thick piece of straw. This thick straw is used for thick drinks like a milkshake or something, and one piece of normal straw. First, in this thick straw, we will fold it from the center and make cuts here so that we can put a straw in the center perpendicular to this one. So you see, this is how the cut has been made, and we'll be able to put the straw from here into this like this. Now we will fold both these ends of this straw and then seal them with this tape. So I will take small pieces of tape. So you see, this is how I have sealed both these ends of this straw using plastic tape. And now I will snip one corner each of these seal tapes on the opposite sides, so that uh, when I put it in this other straw, one end is cut from this side, other is cut from this side. Now in this normal thin straw, I have to make small cuts here in such a way so that when I blow from the other end, the air can come out from these cuts. So let's look at this. So here you should be able to see the kind of cuts that we have made at the edge of this straw. So now if I put this thin straw with these cuts at the edges inside the thick straw and I start blowing from this side, let's see what happens. So how is this spinner working? When the air comes from this thin straw and then comes out from these cuts at the edge, it goes into both sides of the thick straw and it comes out from opposite ends. And because of the Newton's third law of motion, it gets this spinner gets a rotational force from these two ends and it starts rotating very fast. So this is how this little spinner works. It's a lot of fun and then helps us understand Newton's third law of motion. Our next spinner will be similar to this spinner which is called a Lattu. So this works simply like this, that if you spin it, it keeps rotating for a long time. So we will make the similar spinner using a sheet of thin paper and a toothpick. So first we will take half of this sheet. Now we will make a small stick of this sheet by rotating it like this. So this is our stick of paper made by the thin sheet of paper. Now we will flatten this stick so that we can wrap it around. Now we will wrap this sheet around this toothpick. We will put some Fevicol so that it stays around this. So this is how you see we have wrapped that stick of paper around this toothpick and put some glue around it. Now we will let it dry for a minute. Now let's see if it can work properly. Our next spinner is a gyroscope. So first let me show you what is a gyroscope, and then we will help you make one yourself. So here is a gyroscope. It has a heavy metallic wheel at the center, and if we spin it fast, then this heavy metallic wheels keep spinning for a long time, and it's a very stable, and even if you change the angle of this, it doesn't fall. So let's see how does it work. So I will using this handle. Now when I pull it, then the metallic wheel starts rotating very fast. So you see, now the metallic wheel is rotating and I can balance it anywhere. For example, I can balance it like this. I can balance it even if it is tilted, I can balance it there, and then it keeps rotating like this. Now to make our own gyroscope, we are using a fidget spinner that all the children have. It is a little heavy spinner which has a bearing at the center, and it keeps rotating for a long time. And we are using a CD. On the CD, we have put a double-sided tape in the center, and then we will stick our fidget spinner at the center of the CD. Okay. Now, if I spin this fidget spinner at a fast speed, then it will have a very good balance even if I stand it vertically. So let's see this. So the CD does not fall immediately because of the stability given by the gyroscope. This paper top or Lattu as well as this gyroscope work on the concept of angular momentum, where the rotational spin has a momentum in a specific direction, and then if it's rotating very fast, it does not change the direction and it's stable in the position where you put it while spinning. So these were 7 spinners, and you also understood the science behind each spinners. So make these spinners yourself at your home because there is very simple material required for these. Keep watching our videos, subscribe to our YouTube channel so that you never miss our fun science videos in future. Till the next video, have fun. Bye bye.